I'm just going to explain what happened. He was at the end of my street waiting for me and seen a car pull up in front of my house. It was for my neighbor, and he thought it was for me and thought it was a dude and convinced himself that he's seen a guy come out of my house, which if you look on the porch, there's only his footsteps. And the lady that actually came from my neighbors was a white female, and if he would have looked, he would have seen that and this wouldn't have happened. But he is delusional and broke my windows because he was convinced that there was a guy here. And yeah, so that's what happened. And I did contact the police and I did make a report, and he will be going to jail for this, for anybody that's confused. That's pretty much the story.
So I'm not saying that man is a narcissist, but if he is, he's toxic as hell. Of course, if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. Actually, I have narcissistic personality disorder. This is proof positive right here that just because you leave a toxic relationship doesn't mean that the abusive, toxic behaviors from your ex-partner stop. Sometimes after the relationship ends, the behaviors can actually amplify and get worse, i.e. him coming to her house, busting out the windows of her house and of her car because he thought he saw another dude there. He thought he saw another man there. He's stalking out her house, being weird as hell, being obsessive, and thinking that she belongs to him, like a lot of narcissistic and toxic people will do. I say this a lot of times, y'all, but narcissistic and toxic people think that you belong to them. They claim ownership over you and your body, your house, dominion over you. And even if they leave you for someone else, they cheat on you, have a baby by somebody else, do whatever, get married to somebody else, they won't allow you to move on sometimes. Double standards exist in toxic ass relationships, y'all. That's just the truth of the matter. That's just the fact of the matter of the situation a lot of times when you're dealing with people like this. And as you see, she called the police or whatever. They might come through. She might be able to get a restraining order. But y'all, a restraining order is just a piece of paper. You need to take proactive steps to protect yourself. If you're in America, there's a Second Amendment out there for that purpose sometimes. You heard in the video, she said, nobody even came here for me. That was for my neighbor, and it was a woman, but he just jumped the handle and came over here and busted up my stuff because he thought I was with another man. Again, they can do it, but it's a problem when you do it. You see what I'm saying? Double standards. And a lot of times, people like that tend to try to exhaust you into giving them another chance. Like, I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing this until you talk to me or until you give me another chance and whatever. And does it work sometimes? Yeah, it works sometimes because you get tired of dealing with it. You get tired of having to think, look over your shoulder, wondering if they park down the street, watching your house and things like that. Again, leaving the relationship is great, but it absolutely does not mean that the abusive, toxic ass behaviors will stop, y'all. Sometimes you have to put these people behind bars where they belong. And it's not your fault. They keep doing it.